49, yay. Yay. Yay.
Hello everybody, good evening. Is it just me, or was that, like, click from the intro cut off for some reason today? I don't know. Hello! And hello YouTube. That's good to be back streaming to both. Thank you very much, Velvet, for the 49 months. Holy smokes, that's a long time. Good to see you again. I know you're usually busy. Thank you so much for all the support. And there's a lot of first-time messages on YouTube. Yep, that's I've got like a notification list thing that just kind of highlights all the stuff I need to care about, what's going on the stream. Let's do this. Let's have that thing. Just continue from the intro from Legacy, but this time it's Bamboo instead. But yeah, it's a lot of first-time messages from YouTube this time around. Thank you, Giwoon, for the 1 bit. I appear to have something to work on in my thing there. Thank you, anybody who stuck around from the Gen raid. I know she had to go deal with IRL stuff. Raid and running is always fine. Oh, is it taking... Oh. I see. Okay, I'm getting first messages from Twitch also. I think it's my software first time seeing somebody rather than Twitch first time seeing somebody. That's interesting. Yeah, so this is what we've been working on the last couple of times. There's a sugarcane farm underneath here, and then a bamboo farm on top of here. Finally got it all running last time. Very happy about that. So now I'm finally back at the point where I'm actually getting, you know, the automatic bamboo that I wanted at the very start of this world. How long have we played? Oh, only 503 days. So you know, I'm pretty quick at this stuff. It's great. More so. Okay, something is broken there. Okay, that's good to know. Hold on. So some of the stream might be a little bit of a debugging of stuff also, because there's some things that just don't work. Hold on. What? Why are you not? That doesn't make sense. No sidetracks. Yeah. This event, maybe? What is this? Oh. Okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Something is broken with it. I might miss a few things. I think I might be missing the follows, which is kind of sad. There, everything went offline. That's great. Okay, we'll see. There were a couple of follows during the intro, though. Thank you for those. Appreciate all of you. Yeah, so got some of the farms up and running. That's really nice. Thank you, Usain and TV Clips for the follows.
Yay.
Well-placed chest up here. So today I kind of wanted to do something else, and that thing is going to be following up on my Nether project here. For which we will need a fair bunch of stuff, so we'll do that. But I can show you first, I hope. Yeah, okay, that works. Yeah, multi-stream. Yep. Trying it out. It's still some improvements left to do, but most of the things should be working. But let's go into the Nether and I'll show you this project this far. Kelscraft? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Here's how my Nether looks. They're not very happy about it, but I am. So this started out as a farm in here, a froglight farm in specific. I just emptied it at the end of last stream, so. But YouTube is down. Now would be a good time to insert ads. I just started. Get out of my face. We're not running ads at the moment I start. Yeah, so I started out with a froglight farm there. Needed to up spawns a little bit, so I started like, okay, moss carpet is a good thing to put everywhere. And then I figured, like, but if I just then put moss on the edges here, it will actually kind of look like it's green, and then I went kind of nuts with it. And so then we went like, okay, but then maybe I can actually, like, you know, make the whole side of this looks like an actual... Was this ghast? Above, maybe? Look like an actual cliff. So that's what we've been... That's what I've been doing here. And the origin of this... Where is this thing? It must be entirely above. Okay, that's a little awkward. The origin of this was just for spawn proofing for that farm, because I couldn't find a bastion, so I couldn't make a froglight farm with a spawner. And then as I started this project, of course, I found the 2 bastions, both of the right the right type, both with spawners. But yeah, now I'm in this project and I've got plans. So you're turning the Nether into the overworld. Not necessarily overworld. It's gonna look a bit weird, but I do want to replace the entire like ceiling with either a kind of cave, lush cave-like thing, or light blue concrete. But I also want to make, so one of the rules I've set for myself in this world is I don't play on the Nether ceiling, which means I do want to make a zombie piglin farm somewhere. And this is obviously a great start. Like, I've started spawn-proofing an area, which is great, but I really don't want to spawn-proof all of that basalt delta. What are you doing, Faro? Reaction control panel model? You're, like, copy-pasting something? Should replace the ceiling with a sky-looking block. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you would still see that the ceiling is this low, so it doesn't really make sense. So if I just did that, I think it would look rather weird. But if I replace it with a lush cave-looking thing instead, then I think it would look much better. The problem is also, I would like to decorate the floor. And I could do with like leaf blocks and maybe with azalea saplings. But I can't, like, I need this to be spawn-proof. So I can't, I can't place something on here because this is a carpet. Or just dig up to the nether room. I could also do that, you know, if I don't want to do anything else for the next 3 years. Finally seeing you play Minecraft again. Yeah, I have been playing a lot, but only on Twitch, sadly. Hey, thank you for the bits. Appreciate that. Hello. Yeah, so that's why I have some stuff here. But the thing that we need to do here for this project is, well, I need a ton of moss. So I've been kind of moss mining away the hill of my overworld island because I want it to flatten that anyway. Just to remove all the bedrock. I mean, it's still not sky color. It's the Nether. It's gonna just be like gray. Oh, hello. I didn't know that was there. That's a spawn space. Interesting. We might have to go up there and do something there. Yeah, it's still gonna look terrible. I don't have gold armor with me. Are you sure you want to do that? No, that's not. So anyway, I just gotta go get a lot of more moss blocks. But then, UK Sky. Oh no. Hi, Killerman. YouTube lets you play at 2x speed on a live stream? Yeah, if you're behind. Dude. Stop. You saw nothing. But then I gotta figure out where I want this, farm, basically. And I think, like, out here might be a good area. I'd kind of like a place where there's lots of open space upwards. When are we moss farm sidetracking? I mean, maybe this space here? What am I wiring? This is fine. Do I have? Yeah, I do. We could do that, but I kind of like the idea of mining up stuff for, you know, actually, you know, taking away materials, not just conjuring up moss. We might have to do that eventually, but this is good though. This is a big open space, and what I wanted was kind of a big, the idea eventually is to build something that looks like a big, like futuristic coil of energy or something. That is the gold farm, and then, you know, that needs a bit open space because I'd like to see them fall down and stuff. Please unban me, please double ban them. Getting mixed messages here. I don't know what you did to get banned. Thanks for the news updates. You're welcome. That was a bit of work this week. So I think maybe this is kind of my center point then. Probably up here somewhere, actually. That's quite far away from that, though. Where am I? I'm at negative 100, negative... You're being quite rude. I'd suggest you stop, but it might be a little late for that. I suggested you stop very firmly. Anyway. Negative 100, negative 70. So we need a radius of 128 around that to be moss carpeted, bomb-proofed. And this is the edge of the moss carpet at this point. It's negative 30, negative 40, negative 30. I have no idea how far away that is. But I feel like part of this might be actually unnecessary. I was getting so confused why stream chat wasn't matching Twitch chat. Yeah. Multi-stream. Or multicast. Hey, Autism Father. Good to see you. I am having a good day. I'm having a reasonable day, at least. I guess I might try to calculate that. I don't have, like, any of the mods or anything that would give you the exact distance as a big sphere in game or anything. Might make a circle parameter myself once I've figured this out. So what did I say? Negative 100, negative 70, and then the limit was at negative 30, negative 30 or something like that. So we're 70 away in one direction, and then we're 40 away in one direction. Square root of that. Okay, so that limit is about 80 blocks away from the center point. Ish. I mean, I don't have a specific center point. So 20 blocks into this is then used. Which means most of this is actually in vain. Well, I mean, for that particular purpose. I mean, we can still rebuild the entire Nether and make it look like a lush cave-like place, but it wouldn't help my... Have you stolen... You've stolen a moss block? Really? You've both stolen moss blocks. Okay, well, good. I was about to smack some sense into you. See? Look at these terrorists! You little... Come back with my moss block. Don't you really? Whoever had the idea for Enderman griefing is a sick individual. Wow. Shots fired. Where was that? See, this is why we need it all bomb-proofed. Can't have them here. Okay, so I'm still missing one, though. Well, I guess this could have been... We'll do that. That's fine. I mean, it would have been one thing if they just took a certain few blocks, but they actually take quite a lot, and it just wrecks a world over time, but hey. Yeah, they could pick up, like, almost anything, right? How do you ender-proof this area? Same way, you spawn-proof it. So if they don't spawn, they won't steal blocks, you know? That's morning. Should be fine. Nothing should have spawned because I wasn't in the overworld. But yeah, here you can see I've kind of... This has all been mined with moss. In the double project of making this a completely flat island to build a city on it eventually. This is the first of the high-rise buildings, but I don't have concrete to make the walls. So it's just an open farm this far. And then, yeah, the other purpose is obviously I get the moss. Yeah, I know I'll have issues. It has literal edge cases. Yeah, and there's the frog lights. Some more bones. How's this going? Not that. This? Okay, decent. Where did I... Oh yeah, I doubled it up. These two. Okay, I've got a bunch of copper blocks in here? Oh, because I mined away something and it... that's weird. Where do I put that? Sure. Great. Golden sword and 4 damage. Great. For bartering farm? That's part of that whole project, right? I want a gold farm there, but I also want the bartering farm, obviously. Because I would like to be able to just connect the loot from the gold farm immediately. Oh yeah. Talked about amethyst farm during the intro. There's a similar one here. It's happening right now. We just did a showcase of a big project I'm running in the Nether, and I am about to start collecting some moss blocks so we can continue it. Just prefer to mine my own resources? It gets really old. Where is my hoe? Oh yeah. There's some gaps in this farm and some, like, I think they glitch out through the diagonals and stuff, so that it spits out bamboo sometimes. Do I have a Mojang cape? I do. Well, I mean that's the Mojang Elytra, I guess. Or 2 actually, but I prefer this one. Mojang stands for Mosif Jang. Sure. Oh no. Okay. And also I'm trying to replace the floor of the entire island with moss. There are a lot of things I want to do in this world, and yeah. OG cape? Not this one. So there's actually an OG era cape that I don't have. It was like kind of mustard yellow, I think, but the same symbol. But weirdly not red. And I don't have that one. That was before my time. But there's a newer one that I'm not wearing, which is like more of the new style of the logo, if you will. Which is really nice on Elytra, actually. Time to start Thursday hardcore streams? What do you mean, just for the amount of stuff to get done? I mean, I could play hardcore every stream, and I would still have stuff to do, right? But then I have too many other interests, so I don't end up doing that. Yo, Killer, I don't know what you did to get banned, but this isn't the right place to petition that. If you don't want to be here for the stream content, then, you know, don't. But I can't discuss your individual ban here. I don't know what you did. Generally, being banned from the Discord means that you did something to be worthy of being banned from the Discord, I'm afraid. Hello, doggo. Do I have mending? I don't remember. Yeah, I did. I mean, I don't have mending on all my tools yet. I do have a mending book vendor, but can you just come out here? Yeah, I'm also like there are a couple of. Let's go through them actually. So I talked about the nether roof. I'm not using the nether roof. Why is this down here? Okay. So I'm not using the nether roof. That's one of them. Another one of them is I don't zombify villagers. Another is I don't abduct villagers. So I won't take villagers from one village, put them in another one, which means the only way I get villagers is by curing villagers that have spawned as zombie villagers. So that makes it a little harder. I'm also currently not... That's the wrong thing. Yeah, okay, yep. Wait, no, that's not the right... Okay. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Plasma. Where was I? Here. Okay, let's put that there. Why? Okay, yeah, that's... that carpet is spawned as part of the bone meal. The problem with this is I want to take away everything on top of this layer of moss, but I don't want to take away the layer of moss itself, and they break as easily, or actually even more easily, which is weird. I like self-imposed challenges, but I kind of wish there was a way to like put it in the world. Yeah, I mean, I would say that's data packs. Absolutely. And that's what I have done in some of my data packs, right? Yeah, give me that. Let me out. Hi, Tired Bunny. Your main goal in the world? It's a long-term world. I have a lot of different projects I want to do, but it's kind of just mostly a long-term world where I want to do all my things. Okay, well that's a big pit. The social distancing, yeah. And like even half-hearted hardcore is something like that, right? You could play just if I take damage, the world ends kind of thing. But then it's so much better if you actually make it into a data pack and you can actually like really play with it. Okay, give me my block. Wait. The carpet, yeah, the carpet, all of this would wash away, right? Maybe I can bucket this away instead and not have the kind of, well, not have this problem, yeah, okay.
Yay.
Maybe this is worthwhile. That doesn't, yeah, it does wash away this. Does it wash it away if it, yeah, okay, cool. And maybe this is better.
Yay.
Except it'll go out to sea. I don't know. Amrado RNG, I'm gonna guess that's supposed to be. Thank you for the follow. Oh, it doesn't wash away from this, from the top. Interesting. All of these things are gonna go down there, aren't they? Some of them, at least. I don't actually know if this was easier. It's a nice way to distinguish YouTube and Twitch chat in a stream and show both. I think so. I think they've done a good job on this. It's still quite new, this chat software, I think. So I'm hoping they add the support for live space eventually, because I would like to kind of stream to there too. It looks like a pretty good platform. Ooh, nice. You can see the minecarts moving around up there. Okay, this is a random hole here. I should probably like covered this up, although that should have been moss, but whatever. Let's do that. We'll convert that to moss. Give me my bucket. Push this away. Yeah, I'm not actually sure that this is quicker. It's just a lot more running around picking up items this way. Does life space allow rewinding? I have no idea. Like, I've never actually streamed to it. It's a very new, very small platform. Okay, can't get that. That's weird. Let's go sleep. They do have vaults and stuff, though. Hopefully they allow rewinding. And they're also, like, developing it all the time, which is nice. Took a few screenshots when trying to make the thumbnail. Maybe I can get rid of that text. Use it down. Did we get an item? No, we did not, I think. Okay. Hey, Carol Q. He said sliced limes. You know, one of the first things I saw when I started was, well, a message on our internal, like, Slack. When Jeb went, like, here's the sliced lime block, and he showed the lime glazed terracotta, which was actually in development at that point, so... I was like, what is this? Wait, what? That's fun. So all this moss. I'm not... Well, I got like 1.5 stacks. It's not a lot, but some. Give me this. Maybe here. I understand why, but it's a little sad that it doesn't replace gravel. Oh, and this doesn't get replaced because it has the torch on top. That too. I'm gonna have to remember to put these torches back. Otherwise, mistakes were made. That's a cute. Yeah, I mean, I think he was just like, you know, associating more than, oh, this was made specifically for this purpose, but it's still fun. I don't care about... Do I care about the wheat seeds? Maybe I do. Because I do want to make a big wheat farm at some point also. I do have a fair bit of stuff here. The Thalia away. Actually, we'll start like gathering this... Oh, actually. I do... Yeah. Let's make... I even have a cactus now, I think. It took forever for me to actually find a desert in this world. And so I didn't have like green dye and a bunch of the stuff for the longest time. But I think I can justify smelting one of these now. There's moss carp and moss blocks here. Why do I have a bunch of this? Okay, it's fine. Let's make it green. Hey, Wayford. Can you share some fun story of Mojang team working on a snapshot? Like you just did with the slicedlime block? On a snapshot particularly, I guess one fun thing was quite recently. I think we mentioned it on like on Twitter or something. Basically, we had a bunch of new members on the team. And so we're all like in the office. So we work like hybrid, so we sometimes work from home. Have you been in the end yet? Well, I've got shulkers, so yes. I don't know if you asked that before I started messing about with the shulker box system, but yes. Oh, it's very close in color. But yeah, we had a bunch of new members on the team, so we're all kind of getting together in the office, and we were going to do a snapshot release that day. So we set up in a conference room to do like a shipping room, and we're going to show everybody who's new, like, here's how you ship a snapshot, right? And what we do is basically we have a couple of people, like somebody's like the first in line to make the snapshot, but then there's always like at least one other person in case, you know, they need assistance or for some reason need to leave or whatever, you know, just come from a backup. Anyway, I think I was the backup for that day. And so we're just kind of chugging along, making snapshot and whatever. I might have been primary, actually. We're showing these people, here's how you make things, you know, going kind of slow. And we're starting to approach the time when we're actually supposed to ship the snapshot. Like, we have an idea of when we want to ship the snapshot, right? And we're kind of... It must have been like 6-7 people in this room. And the power goes out in the entire, like, southern part of Stockholm. We're like, okay. I mean, we have reserve power in the office. Not for, like, lighting or anything, but actually for, like, the network. So we still have Wi-Fi. And we worked off laptops, right? Because we were in the office and we carried, like, our laptops in. So we have laptops. We have we have reserve power network. So now we're like, okay, well, we have a time limit now. Like, we have until we run out of backup power to get the snapshot shipped. And so I had used the same backpack as I have for hiking to just get into work, right? To carry my laptop and stuff. So I'm like, I have a headlight in my backpack. So I can go and get this headlight. We take the strap from the headlight, right, and wrap it around one of the light fixtures. And so it's hanging there, kind of lighting up. Ooh, this isn't really where I wanted to be. So it's hanging there, kind of lighting up the room as we're shipping the snapshot, essentially in the dark. And the rest of the team is just going, we're not learning anything here. Like, thanks for the demonstration, but I don't think this is how you usually make a snapshot. Yep. Let's maybe do this. Always prepare for everything. The team was kind of impressed because at that point I kind of took over and did this thing. I'm the one on the team with the most experience shipping, because for a long time I was doing all of the releases, which wasn't great, but for many circumstances. I think I have enough wheat seeds now. We'll just compost the rest. Do you watch many Hermitcraft streams? I saw you were in Ren streams earlier. I wouldn't say so. Generally, I don't have all that much time to watch streams. And so when the people I watch stream tend to be, you know, my favorite content creators. And sadly, Hermitcraft for me would have been a lot better if I had a lot more time, right? Because I don't have time, which means I can't watch much of it, which means every time, you know, I catch some Hermitcraft, so much has happened that I'm completely out of tune. But you know, they're great, and I try to pop in when I can. But yeah, I'm just always kind of, wait, what's happened here? Who's in what faction now? What's going on? It's always great to like pop in sometimes and see what's going on the server, though. That's... Yeah, I mean, the Hermitcraft recap would be a thing, right? But I think I would watch the Hermitcraft recap if I had the time to watch a few of the creators. Like, would probably watch Etho. I have watched some episodes of Etho because I still follow Etho's single player Let's Play. The breaking time on these blocks just make no sense. Is it just me? I feel like the bottom, or maybe they're the same. I feel like the bottom block breaks quicker than the actual carpet sometimes. But Autism Father says, I've been watching Etho since episode 1 on Chocolate Island. Can't stop now. No. That's great, though. I have been... Like, I've watched some of his earlier stuff going back, but when I really started following Etho, I went back and watched all of his current series. In like his current world. So I started when he restarted from that first world. And since then I watched everything. When you break a carpet, the moss below becomes an insta break. And maybe that's it. But it's not always. Like that time it didn't happen. But and that was just I clicked it. So I'm just clicking. Notice how sometimes it doesn't show a breaking texture at all. Sometimes it almost breaks the entire block. Because I was just clicking. Like, I didn't try to hold it at all. That's weird. Not sure what's going on there. Either way, it's very annoying. So would you please stop it, game? Did they change the way you get mending from villagers? There's an experiment that does, but not in the game, no.
Yay.
Yo, Ace Summit, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I mean, I guess this is very much a special case where I want to break all the blocks, but then I want the moss blocks in particular to stay around. I missed some. No, that's... Yeah, I did miss some. AAAD? I give a follow? That's the kind of only thing I missed. If only we knew somebody could look into the code. Hey, I'm not on the hook for gameplay mechanics. I just break everybody's data packs and make people angry. That's what I do. You know? You got the wrong part of the game to bring pitchforks for. Normal cost. Sure. Let's call it that. Ooh. Nice. Congratulations on the new snapshot. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Making good progress on this. I mean, it's for a good cause. I understand people don't like remaking their data packs. Also, I think it shows that a lot of people who are now making data packs have not been making data packs for that long, because, like, I've upgraded entrapment from Minecraft 1.8. That's before the new command syntax. So, like, I've basically completely remade the map. Or it's not really, like, but I've remade large parts of the command setup for the map. Probably 5-6 times now. And, like, yeah, it's a little annoying, but it's part of doing it, and you recognize, like, the map is so much better now than it was back then. Like, back then it was a marvel of technology that it ran at all. Like, it was really cool that you could even do that. And now it's like a well-organized thing that is well-supported. I don't want to take that away. Auto-ban anyone on the feedback site who uses any of the phrases ruins Minecraft worst ever or will stay on previous version. Well, I mean, when people go like, "Oh, I'll just never upgrade," I'm like, okay, cool. That's why we give you the old versions to play. Oh, what did you say about not removing that block line? You know what? We can do this, so that these don't get mossed. Mossed, yes, but that's a verb now. But yeah, like, it's a trade-off, right? It's a way of making sure that we can make progress with things, and you can still play old stuff on the old versions. That's fine. honestly probably easier to just remove all the blocks and then place them back. Although you get a lot of these like holes, and I do need to place them back before I do like moss spreading again, because otherwise I'll start mossifying the layer underneath, which I don't want. I was asked about the ether and you timed me out. Well, my mods probably did. And they're used to a lot of people coming in and spamming. Like, you're on the YouTube side, but yeah, my mods have been around for a while on the Twitch side of things. And we get a fair share of that, you know? I mean, for some reason, especially for things like kind of exploity things, for some people, and I go like, well, we made this configurable because we removed your favorite exploit, but now you can put it back in if with a data pack if you want. And they go like, no, it's a sandbox game. I should be able to play how I want. Like if it's a sandbox games don't have a game balance. And I'm like, well, if you want to play it that way, play it that way. I'm not gonna complain about you wanting to play a certain way, but that doesn't mean there shouldn't be a balance. So yeah, I don't know. Some people, I think they just find it really hard to articulate like why they want to keep some stuff that's kind of exploity. And I get it to a certain degree, but you know, it's not our mission, you know. I wanted that bone meal. People don't just don't like changes. There's certainly that aspect of it, I think. But I think it would be a mistake to say that it's only that people are conservative in what they like or dislike, because I don't think that covers all of it. But like, I think it was Il Mango that said, like, people go like, oh no, this feels modded, and he was like, everything feels modded until it's been in Minecraft for 15 minutes. You know. And we see those people who go like, you know, I stopped playing when pistons were introduced. And you go like, okay, sure. You do you. Okay. So it's getting decently open now. I should probably put some of these back. People like moaning? Yeah, sure. I remember the chaos when zero-tick farms were fixed. Yeah, that's part of it, right? Those types of things where you go like, this is just obviously wrong. And there's like fish farms as well, right? Man, flint. One of my big gripes with vanilla design. I wish you could make like slate, right? Not necessarily deep slate, but slate. It's kind of flint pressed into stone, right? I wish you could make a slate block out of flint, because it's such a useless thing to get. If you make a couple of flints and steel, you might at super early game make a few arrows, and then it's like, okay, I'm done. That's everything I'm ever making out of flint, and then you keep getting 4 million of it. Welcome back, Nikolai. Stuff like the nether roof or quasi-connectivity of stating, yeah. And I used to always go like, oh, the nether roof is so crucial, but like now I'm doing this playthrough without it, and I'm starting to kind of feel like it's just a shortcut. It doesn't enable anything in particular. Like it just becomes this one-stop solution to everything. It's an essential item for Fetcher. Yeah, I mean, yes. But that is also the only time I'm happy to get flint. Wow, these are so invisible, and it's like a moss carpet item floating over moss. Some washed away a torch here somewhere, probably about here. Is that full vanilla, or do you use some client mods for stuff like performance boost and or integration with stream? There's no stream integration, but it is modded, and I run both client and server performance mods, and I run replay mod. Yes. I decided to move to Twitch chat. Welcome to Twitch chat. Still wonder which of my events is the one that's not showing up. I need to debug this later on. There's one of the events is coming up as a blank unknown event in my chat. This will catch up after a while. Have you seen the Folia project by Paper MC? It makes Minecraft multi-threaded. What are your thoughts? I've seen that it exists. I've heard that it's incredibly unstable. I always just assumed that it was impossible. Oh no. Like, I have a pretty clear plan in my head as the tech person of how to make Minecraft multi-threaded for real. It's just that it's a very long and expensive plan that would take a lot of effort to do, right? Definitely not impossible. But yeah, it would take a very big amount of effort, and it would break everybody's mods, you know? Yeah. I think there are good reasons why their mod is not stable, because they don't have... I mean, Paper does a lot of changes, but they still don't have quite the amount of ability that we have to change fundamental things about the game code. And that's what you need for making something... like, in a proper way, making Minecraft multi-threaded. I mean, it's one of those things that I would love to do, right? But it's one of many things, and it's not. Like, when we have done a lot of performance work lately, and when we've done that, like, this is one of the items that we could do, obviously, but it's not the first candidate. Like, it's not the thing that would give the most performance immediately. Like, there are a lot of other things that are just broken, that would remain broken if we multi-threaded the game. I think I've written something about that somewhere. Like, there's an old Reddit post, I think, about, like, what about performance? Because what tends to happen is, like, people go, Minecraft performs poorly because it's not multi-threaded. And I go like, no. Minecraft performs poorly, and also it's not multi-threaded. You know, and first we fix the obviously poorly performing parts, and then maybe later we can do the hard, like the big, difficult thing that can give even more performance. But first you fix the obvious problems, right? Will the stream be available later after it ends? It will be unlisted on the main channel, and then as always, the stream archives go up on Lime Uncut, my second channel. So all my streams are there, but a couple of days after. One of the initiation phases of my admins years ago was them crashing the server. We're true admin then. Well, did you have a Minecraft server and you gave them up OP? Like, that should be easy. I accidentally crash stuff all the time when making data packs. You can watch the VOD, but it will be the same on YouTube, right? The link to this stream will still be a link to the VOD. It just will be unlisted. So you can go back to, like, exactly this. So if you have been watching this stream and you leave on YouTube, you can return to it and you will pick back up where you were. You meaning Mojang. Yeah. I'm not talking about me in particular doing a lot of stuff. I do some stuff, you know? I've been working on a massive thing. It's kind of ended up on top of all the item component stuff that hopefully we'll see soon. That should be pretty exciting for pack makers and such. So, and that's a very big new thing. So, should be interesting. Will Minecraft provide a Vulkan rendering in the long future? I really can't guarantee anything about rendering. We're looking at rendering, you know, we're looking at many things, but I really cannot tell you exactly what will happen. We are aware that Minecraft's render is very far from any semblance of modern game renderers. I'm in process of deciding on a laptop to buy. If Minecraft used them for amazing performance in 2026, that would be a big factor. I could not promise you that. Like, it's not an impossibility, but I'd say it's far-fetched to believe that we could get that much focus on it. Starting to get a decent amount of boss blocks now. Maybe it's time soon to go and actually spend some of it. I wonder if I could actually like measure out where I want the center of the thing and actually like make a big circle. I could probably at least measure out the center, like a big cross. 128 blocks in every direction, right? Oh, that's not bone meal lime. Oh, it didn't get replaced by moss because it had water on top. Huh. Interesting. I've also been looking, so some of you who've been around a bit know that I've had some problems with this machine for a little while. It's been blue screening in streams and stuff. And it's also, I've had some problems recently when making the videos. So I've actually been looking at replacing it, or at least, you know, buying a new one, using this one as a secondary machine just for like streaming. Like this restream stuff is running off the second machine for the moment. And I'm actually kind of considering going laptop this time, just because I'll be able to like bring it when I go. Like we're gonna go on a 3-week journey this summer, road trip through Europe, and it would be kind of nice to have a good computer to bring that isn't like a work computer. Although I'm traveling with my brother and his wife, and they have a good gaming laptop. Slicedlime fills holes with moss. Also, Slicedlime breaks these blocks. I mean, you know, I'm mostly trying to break the stuff on top of the moss, right? Because that prevents me from further doing it, and then it pops back up as soon as I bone meal. So, you know. But yeah, eventually it'll all be flat and moss like that. It's just the way there is a little shaky. Did I answer your timing question? I said probably. I think if I understand which question you're referring to, I said something like I wouldn't count on that. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I did that. It's easy to go like, oh, I need to flatten this, but then, of course, I'm about to break down to, like, 3 blocks lower. Hi, Turtles and Chill. Thank you for the bits. That needs a line break thing in it, I just saw. Hey, does one of my mods want to like start a running list of things I need to fix with this streaming setup? Because that's one. Like long bit messages is one, and 1 bit donation saying bits is one. No turtles have been harmed as far as I can remember. I might have stolen some of their eggs. It's probably the worst I've done. What's with the floating chest? Oh, the floating chest is on top, is on the ground. It's where the ground was before I started this. And I just... Okay, I can't even reach it anymore, actually. I just haven't moved it. There was a farm up there, so it contains a bunch of, like, farming stuff. Okay, that's probably good enough for now. Take all of this layer down. We're keeping the floating chip. No, we're not. But I'm not fixing it right now. Eventually. You know? Eventually it'll go away. Or maybe turn into a shrine of the floating chest god. Who knows? Okay, that was a good chunk of moss. Nice. Okay, it's getting dark. I haven't put my torches back. Probably not a great combo. Need mods that restore the ability for frogs to eat goats. You can data pack that, actually. I think I made sure that you could. So I found it so hilarious. Made it a tag. Okay, well, it's getting dark. So let's go sleep. Actually, let me stuff these. Where am I? Okay. Oh, we've gotten far back here. Nice. Toss the wheat seeds in there. The holy tree chest. Nice. Evening snack. I get eaten by a frog. Floaty is our mascot now.
Yay.
Well, thank you for the follow, Turtles in Jail. Glad to have you here. Floaty, our space chest god. Nope, can't reach it. How are we doing here? Can we fill this before we go? Maybe. Maybe it's fine like this. Just put these away and go. So I think what I want to do is I want to kind of ignore the kind of cliff edges and stuff.
Yay.
And just... How did that happen? Okay. But yeah, I should probably... The first thing I should do is probably mark out the full, like, where I'm going with things. Griffian, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. And thank you for the bits, Turtles and Chill. Did any of my mods start like a list thing? Or should I start my own list? 8 durability shears. Why do I have 8 durability shears? I mean, it's in Discord. Nice, thank you. Yeah, chat is scrolling a little faster than I'm used to, so I'm missing
Yay.
stuff. I'm gonna do one thing before I get in there. Because one thing that has been going on here is this little project over here. This is my honey farm. And this design is based off of it being completely filled with bottles. But it is not completely filled with bottles. Therefore, it's breaking down. So I have been Oh, it's almost to the point where I can fully craft that. Okay. Therefore, I have been buying lots and lots and lots of glass to make more bottles. And that's kind of been capped by the speed of their trading. And so I'm gonna do this so that they can restock a little bit. I can't remember how much. Well, that fills up my inventory, so that answers that question. So the first time you streamed to both Twitch and YouTube? No, I used to do it all the time. So if you go back really far on my channel, there's a bunch of old stream VODs that are all unlisted. Until Twitch decided that you cannot do that. But then recently they decided that no, it's okay, you can do that. So we're doing it. Where did I have? I had a bunch of shears in here, I guess. That poor thing goes in there. Where is my gravel? It's here. And my flint goes just wherever, because I don't care. I'm not working on a redstone project. Why am I carrying my redstone chest? I guess we do that. What a mess. Let's not look... Stop coming down here. You're supposed to be watching over the villagers. Okay. Let's just trade as much as I can of this for emeralds. Do I want to repair something? Oh, we're good. Oh, I'll get level 30. That's nice. There's level 30. Did I have a plan for next time I reach level 30? Can't remember. Huh. Probably did. I hadn't noticed until the... I mean, it was probably 5-6 years ago. Like, it was before I made... Must have been before I made affiliate on Twitch. Which is a very long time ago. No way a hardcore world where the villagers can move. Hey, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not like abducting them from their villages and just putting them in a tiny place. I've built them houses. Yeah. Okay. So what do you... Do I have podzol? Surely I have podzol. I don't care about brown... I must have found jungle. Do I have cocoa beans? Not in there, I wouldn't. Well, it says cocoa beans, but I have one cocoa bean. I'm not sure I have podzol though. That might be worth buying. I do. So then it's not. You just spread it. Hey, Albinton. How do you prevent the villagers from leaving their houses? What do you mean? They just don't go out. I think they because they like their houses so much. I'll leave you alone, sorry. Do I have a boat here somewhere? I had one here. There we go. Do you like medieval games? I mean, sure, I don't like... No more or less than I like any other classic games, I guess. Nice. And then you... This is a pacifist run? It sure isn't. We're just being slightly nicer than average to villagers. Oh yeah, that's a good run of bottles. Almost 2 more stacks. That is not looking great though. Are we gonna stuck here yet? No, we're not. I way underestimated how much I needed here. Thank you, Super Felix and the King Mr. Turtle for the follows. That was weird. Finally murdered a wandering trader. So do I look through this? Do I care about anything? I have mushrooms, got poppies. Yeah, no, I don't care about this. How many days do I have? It was 503 when I started? 508. Obtaining leads without killing is an anomaly. Do I have... yeah. Could you, like, not stand... No, you're not allowed to go in there. Free leather! Everybody says, ah, no! I thought I had a bunch of sticks here. I guess I didn't. We'll stash these in here for a second. I never claimed this as pacifist. I just said I don't abduct villagers. Okay, so that's that. There's a bit of more bottles floating through the system, and they will keep going there for a bit while we're in the Nether doing stuff. So, should I? Where's my? I had some gold helmet. In here, maybe? I had like a piece of net. Maybe actually. I should probably look. We got a couple of swords. Sharpness 4. Unbreaking 3. I think I had something like queued up for when I got efficiency 4. I mean, that's kind of nice, but see a spork again, though. Imagine a Minecraft convention where everybody only talks using villager sounds. That would be different. Kind of odd seeing someone's face. So you've known their voice for so long? Yeah. Figured. Sometimes you just like imagine somebody looks way different than they do also. Oh, protection 3 on that one. That seems not worth it. I could use this these levels to make a good new... Man, that's a treasure trove. It immediately becomes bottles. In you pop. Still not? Okay. But yeah, they're yeah. If you haven't been here for a while, there are quite a few people in my chat that are quite happy for murders. Let's just say. It's especially weird from Mojang because he doesn't have a mustache. Yeah, I found it really weird for Il Mango, and not for any like particular reason. I just had imagined him very differently from what he actually looks like. Fire pot. I mean, I guess I'll put that back in there. Let's make a helmet. Because respiration and aquafin don't matter at all in the Nether. And we can maybe get the rest. So what do we get on the helmet now? Protection 4?
Yay.
Did I want protection 4 and anything else? I got that on that, I got it on... Oops. Got it on that, I got it on that. Yeah, okay. So maybe that's what I wanted to do. What do I have in here? Smite, efficiency... Oh, wait! I wanted the smite... something, actually. I kind of wanted a smite axe, really. We wouldn't get that directly. No, let's just do it. Let's do this. That's not bad. So just put mending on that and we're pretty good. Where do I make complaints about mods? What did I miss? I mean, I don't know, Black Score. I think it's just bad for him to admit that you cheated in a bingo run. You know? Thank you, beloved Reese, for the follow. Twitch is not my full-time job. There's an exclamation job command you can run for that. At least on the Twitch side. It doesn't work on YouTube. I realized as the stream started. Let's put that in there. Let's put away those. I got a good chunk of gold here, actually. I don't think I have enough for a full beacon set up in the Nether. I would kind of like that, though. I would love to have a like a protection and or regen beacon. I kind of would like both, actually, but yeah. Oh well. Might do that. And then let's... Yeah, I know you think this is yours, but it's actually not. So chill. We got fire rest on my bar. We got pearls on my bar. Fine. Paint of arthropods. I wouldn't know, you know. It gets added, like, new arthropods get added every now and then. Now and then. And it's still so useless. Actually, maybe I want to go up here and look. Oh, it's kind of dense up there. I was thinking about the ability to kind of remove some of this. Actually, there's a bunch of just space up there I'm going to have to slab over or moss over. Nice furrow. Had the low bar for throwing in an idea? Yeah, absolutely. And that went on for a long time. I hear people speculating about, you know, like people early on in the game's life cycle and going like, oh, they must have like really agreed that this was the case. No. Just some individual developer just did something. You know, that's how it worked. I'm kind of enticed to just use this lava pillar as the center point. Just because it's clearly visible and an easy thing to count off of. It's a little bit close to this, but we can just nuke this floating island thing later. There. No? Oh, of course. Okay. I was going to just demonstrate how you could use moss to hold back lava, but of course you couldn't because it's carpet and washes away. Moss carpet is not burned, no. Because it's all like moist or something? I don't know. But it does wash away. Like it would have acted the same way for water here. Okay, so if that's that, then now I've made this really awkward for myself because I can't like stand where I want to measure. I'm looking positive Z. We're at negative... This is negative 80. So that would mean I want to go to 48. I think. So I'm just gonna do this. Hi, I'm wearing gold. Leave me alone. So, do I make a moss bridge here, or do I wander around and go over there? I might just walk over there. So what do I say? I want to go to 28, or no? 48. This is negative 80. That means at 0 we've gone 80. We need to go 128, so 48. That's quite far. What's the other coordinate? Oh wow, it's actually... Okay, but it's too good. This is our center block. Because that's negative 80, negative 80. Okay, well it's close. Okay. Screw that. We're moving one block. Might want to drink the fire potion in the Nether? I'll drink it if I need to. I don't need a fire rest potion active all the time. If I didn't have armor, then yeah. Absolutely. But with full netherite, like full protection. Not full netherite, I guess, because gold, but still full prot. You have quite a lot. You have much more time than you think about if you fall in lava to drink the potion. Like, I want it on my bar, but I think I didn't even have it on my bar the first time I fell in lava. And it's like, fine. The netherite armor itself doesn't help all that much, I think. Oh, that was the music. But the protection really helps. Okay, so that's that. So now we're at negative 80 and negative 40, so we're going super far away there. To what extent do you have designed the design direction as a game as a whole? I do not. I'm not a designer. I am kind of in charge of the team that makes the technical foundation for Java Edition, but I am not a designer. I come with a lot of design input because I love this game and I have a lot of design ideas, and we have a very collaborative process, so like a lot of the time if people have good ideas, they will listen to good ideas even if they didn't come from, you know, a designer. But the level of influence I have is I can say no to things that would be technically infeasible, which, you know, that doesn't really say much. And I can suggest stuff, and sometimes people like my ideas. That's really annoying. Okay. Sure. It's just another on hardcore. It's fine. Do you have to wander around brandishing that crossbow? So we're at 4 here, 5. We're still quite far away, actually. This is a much better moment to notice an off by 1 error. It wasn't even really that. It was just my desire for a different coordinate number that drove that, you know? This is 21. I need to go 40. This doesn't make sense. Have I really calculated this right? Because I thought this was barely in range. So this is 80 blocks away. Yeah, I completely miscalculated this the first time, or I've miscalculated it the second time, I guess, but... Here is the boundary, but in there a bunch. So I don't know. Okay. I can suggest ideas and sometimes people like them. Good quotes. I'm curious to what bitrate you're streaming at. Is it different to Twitch? It's streaming to a multiplexer software that sends the stream out to both. So no, it's exactly the same bits that go out to both YouTube and Twitch. Which is actually why YouTube is as annoyingly pointing out that it wants more keyframes or whatever. Whereas Twitch is fine with it. Close. Turned. Oh, turned again? That's hitting the ceiling. Oh well. Stop turning! Oh, the good old tentacle dodges. Like it just goes straight through their tentacles. So up there, actually. Well, this kind of hits that wall there. Like up there? But I guess it's a sphere around here also, so it's not like... It should be at this height, which is 44. This is OBS, yeah. It's OBS through an Nginx instance, I guess, if we want to get technical. Sure, let's do this. And so this is positive X, which means we want to go exactly as far here. That's highly annoying. Then we'll... Aren't we gonna hit the Salt Delta biome here then? It's gonna be really annoying.
Yay.
It might. We'll see. The Wayo, thank you for the follow. I'm not quite sure if like new subs on YouTube, like on that, if that notification works. So if that is what is not working, you've followed and I haven't like acknowledged, then I'm sorry. Because there's one of my notifications is clearly not working, and I don't know which one it is. Ugh. I don't have any way up, and I don't have blocks. I don't want to put down a bunch of random moss blocks. Okay, that goes over there. Salt. I don't want to have to like build over all, because there's so many small annoying surfaces in the basalt delta. That's it. That's all. Is it this column? Don't you dare come and push me over. Negative 81. Oh, I've offed by one to this, and this time it's real. Probably do this actually. Don't take that off your bar. The silly thing is I am gonna want to put these down eventually, but I want to put like a marker section out first. Can you not be pushing me around? Thank you. It's so rude. He wants to get me off by one. There you go. Yeah, okay. So it's actually this one that we want. Another fun but definitely weird crossover idea. Minecraft and Alan Wake 2. Like, I haven't really... like, played Alan Wake 2. I know what it's about. I'm not quite sure how that would work. That's my problem with, like, data pack ideas and stuff, too. I have so many ideas of things I want to do. But also so many old projects that I need to update and all kinds of stuff like that, so... that just about doesn't hit that, so we need to go over there. Yeah, both YouTube and Twitch, like, on their dashboards complain if your bitrate, if they don't like your bitrate, basically. For a long while, Twitch was like complaining about all of my streams always, but like not for any reasonable reason. Just because their detection was wrong. Okay, where are we? We're still not even at 0. Yeah, we're okay. Well, I mean, the good news is that means that all my green stuff over there isn't like in vain. And it also means, dang, this is an enormous area. Actually, times used. I've placed 4,000 moss carpet. That's nothing. We're probably gonna have to place like 50,000. Okay, yeah, we got work to do. Okay, that's where it goes, and it goes into the basalt delta. That's a little unfortunate, but yeah, that's okay. I'm watching it 480p, and I have no issue with stream quality or anything. I don't think there's an actual issue. I think they're just... Because I'm using what is like recommended by some pros who actually know what they're talking about. And I think what happens is you might have slightly more issues when you're just like joining for like 4 seconds longer. Then... Oh no, it's gonna break moss. And then you went into hiding, you coward. Come back and fight. Or just die. That's also fine. I mean, it's not just OBS can be great and can be horrible. It's all down to your settings. So I wouldn't say either way about that. Can you not be in the way when I'm about to do sweeping attacks? Thank you. Ideally... Did I just kill that fool? I think ideally I would like to stream in 1440p on YouTube. Because it's kind of silly that you can't have better quality. Like, because I am... That's the resolution I'm running the game at. But I can't... Like, Twitch doesn't support anything higher, so then I would have to locally like multiplex and stuff, which would be fine, especially if I get a new... Get out of my face. If I get a new computer, like a main computer, and then I can use this computer as just a streaming computer. Okay, this is gonna be unfortunate. That sounded like a creeper noise. It was in the music, I guess. Okay, so now we're going -80 to -208, I guess? You can't carry frogs in your pockets to eat them? That sounds very French. OBS only struggles with Minecraft when it's raining. It has nothing to do with OBS. Minecraft Raine wrecks bitrates. Like, you just need a lot higher bitrate to represent Minecraft Raine. There's another one, yeah. I kind of like some of these drops. That one might have actually dropped on the surface. It's like a more busy, visually noisy scene will require higher bitrate to encode at quality. Also, the same goes for like a fast-moving scene, right? Which is why when it starts raining in Minecraft, there's tons of like small particles moving across, and it just wrecks stuff. It's just how it goes, sadly. And like a lot of that is because Minecraft Raine is such a clearly defined texture. If you look at Raine in other games, it's more of a like very translucent effect over things. More like, you know, rain would be in real life. In real life, you're not like watching individual raindrops like race across your vision, right? You're watching more of an overall haze of stuff going on. Well, maybe I should. Maybe we just mine these. Sorry, my eye's like not quite on chat at the moment because I am parkouring around in another, so can't quite pay as much attention to chat as I could in the overworld when we're just mining moss. We're not quite at the edge here yet. I don't know, it's going to be a lot more effort, but it would kind of be nice to spawn-proof a cylinder instead of a half sphere. But it's a lot more effort, so maybe I shouldn't think about that. Well, now we're going down again. That's actually nice. We're lower than the target. So 207, 208. So this is the end point here, I think. Yeah. Should get you some Indian food so your eyes can be on chat instead. Good effort. Good effort. Okay, so that's an enormous space that I haven't even started on. But that's good to know. I'm going to be doing a lot of this project, and then eventually I do want to have it all look good also, like replace these blocks with moss. But I think probably it's a good idea to just put down all the... Okay, you're stuck in there, nice. Bye-bye. Also, your drops probably burned from that, but that's okay. Why did you take damage from that? Just switched gear like 2 blocks above the ground. Okay, now the same thing goes here, right? Yeah, we go negative X here, so we're going towards 208. Oops. Can't all be winners. Some are more destined for greatness than others, eh? Oh. Actual loot here? No. Oh, you're about to shoot. Oh, you turned around. Not too low. That's pretty good. No. Get your... side on an angle, please. Thank you. This zircon. Yeah, we'll take those. Can I get this back? Yeah. Just kind of want the way back up. Although now I don't have it anymore. So too bad. We do this, I guess. Yamos carp is pretty cheap. It also is renewable. And it looks nice. So we can make the Nether look lush and green. Eventually. But initially it was because it's kind of cheap. And I thought it was a funny thing that I could make it look green. But then it turned into a more of a project. Thank you for walking off. I kind of needed that space. Oops. Oops. Will the ghast still spawn? No. Fun fact, ghasts spawn like other mobs. So they actually spawn on a surface. They don't spawn in midair. You just basically only see them out there often because, you know, you tend to not see when they spawn. Hello, sir? Thank you. Yeah, phantoms do. Like, even bats spawn like regular mob spawning, I think. It's kind of weird. Because some of the spawning details you don't really... I heard they spawn in the lava. I thought they did, but I think we concluded that they didn't. Striders do, but that doesn't really matter. Oh wow, that's a lot of quartz. I'm totally having that. I don't really have a good like income of quartz until I set up a barter farm, so... Or get like a bunch of villagers going, I guess. Which is also a big project for me because of my self-imposed rules, so you know. Where am I going? I'm going here. So let's take some of these away, use for building materials that can just go away entirely. That's good. Where am I at? 166, we're going quite a way still. Interesting. Have I dug this? Or was this like this? 179. Does this open up down here? I don't love working in this biome. Don't love that lava either. That maybe opens up, but not really. So maybe we're better off going up. 25 more blocks? 27 more blocks? I don't like that. We'll do this instead. Oh man. There it is. But now we're like super high up though, which is not where we want to be because the distances are off here, right? Like, I'd like to be at level 44 when this ends, because that's where the limit is. Otherwise it's a cylinder, not a sphere. So this probably already, I would say, where am I? 74, and maybe not quite. What is there down there? That's the lava flow. Okay, so that's kind of naturally spawn-proofed, if you will. Fine. Silly, come back up here. Coward. There you go. $201. 202. No, it was too far. That's our edge. Where'd that guess die? That's a lot of lava. Yeah, I thought it would. Okay. So the XP is chilling on the edge of the lava here. That probably meant all the items burnt. Oh well. Do you think working on tech on Bedrock Edition is easier? Absolutely not. I have worked on both. Yeah, we got our work cut out for us here. Wait, there's something visible. Where is that? Hold on. Like that. There's still something here. It's like some old blocks here. That's still something? Where is that? No, that's just a 9 for the ender pearls. Okay, we're good. No, I prefer Java. I also prefer Java as a game. Okay, well, that's it then. We got a lot of work to do here. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of that at some point, I guess. The physical 9 levitating my room. Dang, those levitating 9s. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, for a second I thought I left my shop with all the carpet and moss blocks. I do think I want to get rid of these though. For which I need more of these. So, And that's strictly because I don't want to have like carpet and then you walk on them and suddenly you're taking damage, right? Because I guess really what I should be doing is taking down that floating island piece over like there. Or no, this piece for these blocks, but we can deal with that later. We'll see you change the steps to well, this is kind of a cliff wall. A lot of them are just moss blocks, but this is an attempt at building more of a cliff wall. But yes, the aesthetic part of this project has kind of evolved to replacing all the netherrack, all the visible netherrack. So annoying. Only way to do something is sneaking, and you sneak so slowly because I don't have swift sneak yet. Found a deep dark in a place that was very hard to access, and I kind of bailed out of that, and I didn't see an ancient city. I guess, strictly speaking, those should be moss blocks. I also kind of think it would be nice to have some other block for the kind of beach, if you will. I don't know that sand would work, but maybe red sand would work, actually. Will you also replace the lava with water? I'm not sure. Part of me wanted to keep the lava, but place a layer of glass above it or something. But I'm not quite sure. Like, it's still interesting to have it look different. Like, I don't want it to just be like, oh, we're trying to make it look like the overworld, because we'll fail. Like, it's just never gonna look overworldly. Because of, you know, cave-like stuff and, yeah, nether fog and all kinds of stuff, right? But we can make it look like a cool, weird overworld cave, maybe. And then there could be lava. That could still be fine. I think I used all the carpet I had in the box, so... You know what, you can just go away. Clay? So the problem is, I still need it to be a block that I can spawn-proof. So red sand, for instance, I could put like red sandstone slab as a final layer. Clay, I don't know that I could. So yeah. I kind of like this a lot more than buttons. I used to do slabs instead of buttons for another spawn proofing. Where is this ghast? Sounds close. Because I never liked buttons because they're so easy to mistake. Like if you miss one button, there's no way you're seeing it from a distance. But with slabs, you would see the big gap in them, and the same goes for this. It's just like easier to manage. Are you no longer touching up the edges? I figure I have too much to do, and I think I'd rather come back for that and work on the function first. Pressure places, clickety clickety, and that's never been my favorite. I know Logic used like pressure plates for some of the legacy farms, because he was like, I have lots of iron, we have an iron farm, and I mean, sure, but suppose you could do iron trapdoors? Where did I accidentally put one now? Okay, maybe it's fine. The thing with buttons that makes them so much better is you can't accidentally place them in mid-air like I'm placing these. The same goes for slabs. You can accidentally double them, right? So. But yeah, I think if I want this project to like progress, then I probably need to not like sculpt everything at first. You can still have that as an end goal, but if I want to actually have a farm that is inside of the nether perimeter, like that isn't on the ceiling, I have to kind of focus on functionality of that. There are some mods that add milk as a source block, but boiling milk sounds dangerous. Maybe. I mean, you're using up these so quickly. I guess that's a nice thing also about using buttons, is that you get like 4 stacks of buttons for every source block, every log. Whereas here you get like 2/3 of a stack from stack of moss. On the other hand, you get extra moss carpets from just mining the moss, so. Oh. And I think the nice thing now is that eventually we'll kind of, if we keep going this way, we'll eventually kind of run into the cross line that I laid down. And then we know that we're kind of approaching the halfway point there. Okay, nice. Around the corner here. But here, no, it's good. Oop. These sections tend to be the most annoying, that are like stair things on the side of whatnot. I need a way up here. Why didn't you build this on the nether roof? Because I'm not using the nether roof. So, like, what I want to do with this world is to play it as an extra challenge, right? That's why I'm playing in hardcore and whatnot. Like, I don't like... It's not just a regular survival do-whatever world. And as part of that, I want to take away some of the annoying loopholes, if you want to call them there. Like... using the nether roof for everything just is easy mode. You just get all of the spawn proofing for free, and that for some reason that's just, you know, you're just kind of expecting to be able to, yeah, just have easy mode access to all of the, you know, spawn proofing that you get from having no spawnable spaces inside. And the same with villagers, right? People just will abduct a village, don't care at all for the villagers as villagers, and just like make them vending machines. And so yeah, instead I'm trying to not use those loopholes, which introduces extra challenge for me, and then I get to figure out new fun mechanics instead of, you know, duping TNT all over the place. Moss carpet does not burn, no. All the wool carpets burn, but moss carpet does not. Why moss? That also answered that question. And also, like, it is a terraforming project. So I will eventually come back and, like, fix up the edges here. But it's spawn proofs. And it's, yeah. It's somewhat aesthetic. You're making me feel guilty for what I do. Yeah, you know, play your own game. Play the way you want to. If you wanna go high tech TNT duping, go nuts. I'm not. My way of playing is not the right way. It's just my right way. But some people love that stuff, right? Some people love just making the most efficient farm everywhere and copying that block by block, and they get a real kick out of having the best thing possible. I get a kick out of designing my own farm stuff and, like, coming up with fun solutions to problems and whatnot, so I'm in no need of that kind of the setup. You're hiding behind the lava curtain, are you? Oh, come on, that was a hit. It was totally a hit. No, you don't. You do not get to break my moss. Where are you? Are you down here or down over there? Taking a bath. Very nice. Too bad. Food, please? I don't really need... I'll do that. Wow. Okay, that was something. Reflecting this, reflecting that. We are just killing you. That was way too low there. That was a little too hectic. Mostly because I don't want them to break all my moss stuff. Sliced line. Where did that thing die? It was like pretty far away. Thought it was over land though. I would have kind of liked to see some XP. Is it that or no? Okay. No loot for me, I guess. There's an arrow here. It's not at all what I expected it would be. Okay. Oh, it's here. Huh. Okay, give me that. Thank you very much. No teardrop there. Okay. I think I was doing a thing. Over here, maybe? Get off my yard. Get off my mossy lawn.
Here come the Endermen to steal mass blocks.
No, no. Please, no. Also, for Twitch regulars, we've fixed Euro Broken Bar. Brian knows how to speak non-ASCII characters now. So, you can't be a broken bar anymore. Well, I mean, you can, but you probably have to, you know, type out broken bar. It happened. Also, I don't know if you've seen Bruno has a kind of fun AI bot connection. I'm kind of thinking about doing something similar to connect it to Brian as a, you know, the personality we all love. No spawnable spaces in there by the looks of things, but some in here. Oh boy. Okay. And there's our line, okay.
Euro broken bar. Brian being able to handle non-ASCII characters is just so unfair. Negation _ negation.
Negation _ negation. He used AI to help him write his AI. Yeah, I don't need that. And I think I can make a lot better results than what he has. It's fun. It's fun, but I think I can do some next level stuff. Okay, so probably go and cover this also, so I don't miss that. How far did I go down there? Unknown. Maybe we go to here. He has big dreams. I knew you by your snapshot reviews. I love them. Those of high quality. Thought you were a Minecraft developer. I am. But I've also run both a YouTube and Twitch channel for almost 10. It's gonna be 10 years in November, I believe it is. Life of the channel. It's pretty cool. I'm kind of hoping we'll hit the 100,000 before then. That would be a cool milestone. Have like 100,000 by 10 years. But it's very random. Like the last snapshot videos did great, which is nice because they also took so long to make. Ask the snapshot helpers. They all know. They were all there, and absolute troopers. Bye bye. See you, gravel. Do we fly? Do we pearl? There's a lot of lava there, actually. We'd fly. Anyway, we getting custom data tag on entities too. I mean, it's a component. And the entities don't really have components yet. It is there for some of them, right? That's why we have that on markers and whatnot. But was this where I was going down? No. Have I? Oh, I went down there. Okay, makes sense. How long does it take to compile Minecraft for Windows? Are you talking about Bedrock Edition or are you talking about Java? Also really depends on your setup. Okay, do I cover this in or do I skip? That's gonna annoy me to no end. I want iron boats so I can wander the lava sea. So where is it? Wasn't there obsidian boats in that for some like snapshot, whatever, like April Fool's thing? Bedrock? I haven't worked with that for a long time. I don't know. They do a lot of tricks to get it to compile faster. All kinds of Unity builds and distributed network building and all kinds of stuff, but I don't have the details, so I couldn't say. It's a big project. I think I would rather cover this section over than to go down over there, so it doesn't really matter. It's all spawn spaces. That is going to annoy the life out of me. That will fall. That won't, for some reason. Okay, sure. Artifact caching. Yeah, well, I mean, all kinds of... It's probably, you know, while Bedrock compiles the sword fight. I mean, that's just doesn't matter. Can I? I can't reach it, can I? Oh. Okay, this is the best day ever. You can put lights under those carpets? Not really. Maybe some. I did try putting some lights under some up there just to get it to be like not entirely uniformly shaded, and I think it worked out kind of nice. But not in like general. I'm gonna thoughts on Vintage Story. I have not played that since it was very early, and so I don't really have thoughts on it right now. We are running out of moss blocks. Okay, too bad, but expected. Let's do another round. How do you manage to stream, produce reviews, and work in Mojang? Well, I mean, this channel kind of operates as a second job a little bit. Like, it does take most of my spare time, or a lot of my spare time. Above. Could you, like, not? Oh well. Thoughts on Steam Deck? I don't know. Seems like good hardware. Don't have one. Wouldn't mind having one, but almost perfected cloning. Sadly, I don't have time to work on cloning because all my time goes into the channel. Okay, so here's the center line. That's nice. It's quicker to reach than I thought it would be. On the other hand, we started on the side where I've worked for, you know, months, so maybe that should be more expected. My laptop just overheated. Oh no. Yeah, the snapshot crew really helps. Basically, and we also have like custom developed software that helps out with the snapshot process now. So that helps a lot. So we're like constantly trying to make the process of making snapshot videos faster. But the snapshot crew helps immensely in kind of, if I didn't have the snapshot crew, it would both be a lot slower to make the snapshot videos, and it would be lower quality. Hi, hello. I come along and do some unnecessary build. Octogen likes to make very fancy builds for things that would have been fine without a very fancy build. We call it octoing. It's great though. It gets super nice results, right? It's just wouldn't have put that on the list of stuff that needed doing. Assume you use replay mod on chapters like gameplay changes. I used to. Some of them still, but I have a custom written camera mod that does like camera motions. And for most new things, we use that, especially because replay mod just isn't available. So, like, I guess replay mod is still sometimes used, but only for like the more complex scenes where we really want to run like a specific thing synced up to another thing, and then it all has to happen in slow motion. So yeah, most of it I would say is actually okay. Most of it is actually not that anymore. How are we doing here? Okay. Quite good. Might be time for another round of compressing things into blocks soon. That doesn't go in there. You can do that. I want to get rid of some of these just extra blocks. 24 of those. Where's my quartz? Here. Oops. I guess magma cream goes here. Puffy. Puffy? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome you. Don't need to carry this around on our faces anymore. Let's do another round of this stuff. Scotland mod should have the block less monster. Nice. Hi. I see you two want to trade. Do I want to mend the hoe? I mean, oh, yeah. I could just buy a better hoe. Okay, we're actually up to 30 again. Nice. Slams the door shut. Did you, oops. Did you restock? You did? Nice. There we go. Yo. Usain. Thank you so much for that Prime sub. Very much appreciate that. Thank you for choosing to spend that here out of all the places on Twitch. Leave that. Make... There's the Prime blurb. Hey Ralph. How's it going? Alright, more bottles. Ever more bottles. Sometime, some point, this has got to end. If creepers never existed and someone in the team today suggested creeper, would it be added? My guess would be not. But it's really hard to tell. Well, honestly, I think that would go for the Enderman stealing locks mechanic also, right? Come on. Come on. Please. Show up soon. No. Okay. I can't really access these while the bees are out, so I don't know how far we're in. We should be like in here at least somewhere, but it's just... Moonboat is no longer hidden on stream, that's true. I haven't found a way. They have like a toggle for hide bot. Hide bot accounts, but it doesn't hide that one, so I don't know. Phantoms made it in? Honestly, at this point, phantoms are also quite old. How are you walking around on top of the bookshelves? Okay, I don't have any more bone meal here. Can't remember.
Now that my laptop is back on, I can finally say, RIP Euro Broken Bar, you will be missed. But at least we probably have another bug back. Elephant, elephant, elephant.
Wait, what? Why did he say the last one correctly? No! No, Brian, that doesn't make any sense. What? Elephant. Oh, I've forgotten about that one. That's so good. Oh, okay. Yeah. There was that and Patrol. In certain contexts.
Elephant. Yay.
Yeah. And actually, if you spell, like, if you don't use an emoji, if you spell out the word elephant, I believe it also says it as elephant. Yeah, the last one out of the three was correct, if I heard it right.
Elephant.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Thank you, Dislodged Anvil, for the follow. I'm actually... I think it might be the YouTube subs that don't work. The problem with it, so I've switched my entire streaming setup out to work off of streamer.bot, which is a lot better, but also kind of janky in some ways. And it seems like all of the YouTube-related events don't have proper test triggers. So you can't see if it's going to work or not before you start streaming, which wasn't ideal when I set up a whole new setup. So yeah, got 2 blocks left to go down. Okay. Oh, this farm. Oh yeah, of course I had these here. This farm is kind of got to go now. I guess we thank you for your service, and we're done. Spawn a boom flag.
Elephant.
Testing for cowards is testing production. Oh, that's kind of what we're doing, right?
The elephant is on patrol. The elephants are on patrol. The patrolling elephants patrol the elephant line.
Thank you for the bits and all the exploration. I can't remember. There was something about a patrol, but it only said it in that particular context, and we figured out what it was on that stream, and I can't remember anymore. But it was something that was related to. I mean, obviously somebody said it about pillager patrol, right? But yeah, I really can't remember. We still have ways to go with this streaming setup, let's just say. It also, like, it has setups for all of the YouTube membership events and stuff. Hey, thank you, Kini Live, for the follow.
So, does Pillager Patrol trigger it?
Apparently not. Like, it was when I was building the gold farm, the big donut gold farm in my Triple H run. I do remember that.
Patrol?
So, it's quite a while ago. Like, that's also weird. Patrol? But, not quite as weird. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, so most of the events that I can't test trigger. Oh, there's another one here. Sure, we'll grab another one, I guess then. Most of the events that I can't test.
Pink elephants. Technicolor pachyderms are really too much for me. Pink elephants aren't paid.
Now you can't say parade either. I was saying something, it just completely went poof. Yeah, you can say pachyderms. You know, why wouldn't you? You just fail on really hard words like elephant and patrol. And parade. Oh yeah, the events that are like stuff I can't test is stuff like somebody gifting a whole bunch of subs at a time. Somebody, you know, giving away memberships on YouTube. Thank you. So it's like I can't really go like, hey, can you just like go and gift like $100 worth of stuff on YouTube because I want to test something? You know, that's not reasonable. Like the sub thing would have been an easier ask to test. Maybe Brian is right and we're all wrong. Yeah, sure, it's possible. Explode with repair? What? Is anyone here rich? You go testing spree? Imagine anyone would develop some speech quirk and stuck in a basement for years on end. Now, we don't go spreading a lot of rumors here, okay? Also, I think we should stop talking about... Why did we stop talking about elephants? Elephants was a great subject. Oh boy, got all of this stuff here. Probably just cover that over eventually. Can we just... I don't think moss will replace farmland. So we'll just jump on it a little bit.
Paying the late and final bits before refill tax.
Wait. That was the wrong bit noise, right? That was supposed to... That was... No, it's... It's more than 1,000. That's the portal opening sound. That was probably okay. Thank you. Anyway, thank you, Fasu. Appreciate that. And thank you, Hakoi, for the creeper. Appreciate the bits. My heart maybe doesn't appreciate the noise as much.
Yay.
And thank you, Maxibon, for the follow. How do you animate the text in the transitions in your snapshot videos? They look really good. Well, thank you. Mostly they are tracked in using video post-processing. So, like, it's you could do the same thing in on real-life footage. It's After Effects stuff, basically. One or maybe two of them are actual, like, in display entities in the game. But that's because they are the title for display entities. But yeah, it's actually generally easier to set up video post-processing than it is to actually get the stuff in-game. Especially since we're doing it like quickly on a timer. Like we need to get the videos out, so we're generally, when we're creating new title cards, it's like we need a title card for this newly added thing. We need it for this particular video. So we gotta figure out some way to do that, and today. Yeah, and I had them before text displays, but Replay mod used to have, I think they discontinued it, but it used to have a way of getting objects into the scene, including text. It actually is an effect I used for the announcement of the very first charity livestream. I thought you were doing the videos alone. So there's a group of snapshot helpers. They're listed at the end of every snapshot video. The people who helped out. So I make all of the video, but they help out a lot with like setups and, you know, so a lot of the stuff that's built and shown in the videos is made by them. And we have a system, like I have a custom mod that lets them set up a reproducible scenario where the camera moves exactly the same way, both in two different runs, and that's why we can do like frame perfect comparisons side by side of the same thing, exactly the same camera motion, but in two different versions. But yeah, they help a lot with just getting stuff set up and done. But then I do all of the actual video which is also just a lot.
Yay.
Let's do this again. Yeah, if you're a supporter of the channel, which is either a Twitch subscriber, a YouTube member, so the same thing but on YouTube membership, or a patron, you have access to a channel on the Discord called Snapshot Video Factory. And we're basically always in there when we're making Snapshot stuff and when we're preparing for making Snapshot stuff. And most of the time I will be streaming over Discord the process of making the thing, and you will be able to see most of it. So if you're interested in, you know, how the thing gets made, it is there for you to watch, like, assuming you have time, obviously. It is not like a stream like these are. It's not a very, like, it's not a viewer-focused stream, right? Because we're busy getting the thing done. Any tier, any paid tier. But yeah, it's a super low-key thing. It's no production values, but it's just there for people who are curious. Sly. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a fantastic stream today. Moss does not burn. No. Which is one of the big reasons why I'm using it for this project. It's just not US Central Time Zone friendly. That makes sense. Although we do sometimes, like, even on like weekends and stuff, set up preparations, right? Because we build setups for bugs that have been fixed before the snapshot is out, because we know in the snapshot we'll need to showcase this bug being fixed, and it's been marked as fixed on the bug tracker. So we do work ahead of time, and that's one of the reasons why maintaining the quality of the snapshot videos that I have is even feasible. The other reason being that I have a bunch of people who are kind enough to help me out, because it is a ton of work. Yeah, Fabric updates quickly. Fabric API does not, so the mod is specifically written to not require Fabric API. It's directly on Fabric. And there has been some cases when the game makes some massive update and Fabric doesn't update for a while, and we're like, oh, what do we do now? Oops. So yeah, it has its drawbacks. I've had to, way back when the mod was much smaller, I core modded it in for one snapshot, but yeah, it's a thing I probably don't want to do much, because the mod has also grown a lot. It contains a bunch of stuff now. Like, it's to the point where it's like connected to my OBS instance recording, and so it's actually like when I trigger one of these camera motions, it will actually auto trigger the recording of in OBS, so I get the clip like cut off at the right point but automatically, and it saves a ton of time. We had a recent dish snapshot video where we didn't use Fabric at all for it. Yeah, that could be the case, right? Maybe one of the early ones in this series was one that we just couldn't use it because it wasn't out yet. And there were so big changes in the backend that it took them a while to update. Is it still the same one, right? It's still the same one-ring trader. Where are you? What? Yeah, it's still the same dude, just wandering around my base. Okay. I have different profiles, yeah. I have a number of different profiles, actually. So this one is I have two streaming profiles. One is for this one, which is 1080p. The other one is a low quality stream for 720p. Then I have two main recording profiles. One is a 1440p recording only the visuals and only the in-game sound. So nothing in the nothing from microphone or anything. And I use that basically exclusively for the snapshot videos. So basically, all of the VO is like recorded and edited first, right? And the images are then, the clips are cut into place with the VO because it's just, you know, it's not a rambly thing. I'm, you know, let's playing in a world and speaking. It's a very highly edited thing. Hey, MSBM team. Good to see you. Thank you very much for that. Need a little bit of this fill in here. We're getting too low. Right. Technical update video for 1.20.5 is probably going to be relatively large, isn't it? Well, it kind of has to include everything that was in the Datapack 33 this week, right? And that's already a 20-minute video. So he'll probably just repeat all of that, but with whatever updates have been done before the final full release. I really like Mojang's direction of being able to modify the game without mods through a resource pack. Could Mojang add the ability to shift the texture for the head? What do you mean by shift the texture? Like if you're talking about the player model, basically, then what you need is custom entity models, which doesn't exist yet in Java, but does in Bedrock. I'm a map maker and I'm hearing rumblings that the entity NBT system might get overhauled similar to how the item NBT did in the latest snapshot. I mean, eventually probably, right? But items specifically had this. So entity NBT is already structured. It's already, when you modify an entity's NBT, it is not stored as NBT. It is written, it's read into the game's entity representation, parsed right then and there. So it didn't have the problem that the items NBT did. With that said, it kind of makes sense to move over to more component-like things eventually. But it didn't have the same urgency. Like, it didn't have the same problem that the components on items were meant to solve. What's NBT? NBT is named binary tag. It's basically just a... And it's also always used wrong. But basically NBT is the file format, or the in-game memory format also for some of the stuff, that is used to store entities and basically all kinds of stuff. Got so many of these. I feel like I should compost them, but it feels wrong to compost such nice blocks. NBT bad, NBT gone. It's so not gone. But the direction of the game development is to remove and replace direct access to NBT with something that is better and more supported. Oops. Because for a long time, map making has just been accessing whatever the game uses for storage. It's led to a bunch of like stuff that just breaks because some internal storage thing had to change, and it's not ideal. I can't even. We'll just remove that and place it back. Would you mind elaborating on your recording settings in OBS? Files become massive quickly. Well, I mean, I don't know what massive is. But yes, video files are massive. But you can probably, like, it depends a lot on your bitrate and your codec. But yeah, you need a large disk drive. So here it is. Yeah, so I have a network storage where I store video files and stuff, and it's 42 terabytes, and actually about to fill up. But that contains like years worth of videos also. 10 to 20 minutes per gigabyte. That sounds like a lot, but I don't know what resolution to record at. Also, if you're recording at like 4K, then maybe that makes sense. But I can give you an example. So my stream recording from yesterday, that's a 1080p recording from this kind of setting. So it's probably smaller than my other recordings. Is 3 hours, 40 minutes long, and is 10 gigabytes. Do I have a good example or something? I guess we could just take a clip out of the... Do we have a longer clip out of a snapshot video somewhere? We can look at something from... Let's just take the largest file from... Oh yeah, the disk space... Okay, so we've got a 2-minute 45-second clip, which is 400 megabytes. So close to 3 minutes is 400 megabytes. So there's some numbers for you. 42 terabytes, yeah. It's a RAID storage NAS with 8 drives, I think. But running at 2 disks of redundancy. And it's like, it wouldn't be hard for me to clean that out a little bit, right? There's a bunch of like garbage I don't really need on that. But I've kind of wanted to keep as much of the raw footage that I take as possible, because in the past I've found it really useful to be able to do like compilation videos and stuff, and that means I can go back and use the original footage of stuff rather than having to rely on edited footage, which, you know, will have a bunch of like music and other stuff and cuts in it. Like maybe this would be great, but I just need like 4 more seconds of it. You can't have it because you don't have the original files anymore. So that's why I try to keep everything. But there's obviously a limit to that, right? Oh yeah, the other recording mode that I didn't mention is the one that I use for Let's Plays. And it is a 1440p recording with 4 or 5 audio tracks. And so it has me as a separate, like my microphone input as a separate audio track. It has Discord or whatever, that kind of thing, as a separate audio track. And it has music as a separate audio track. So was the original issue with item NBT... What was the original issue with item NBT that item components solve? The original issue was that the data was unstructured, which means it wasn't parsed at when you like /give yourself an item or whatever, and it had a tag in it. The game just took that tag and it just stuffed it into a tag field. It didn't parse it. It didn't do anything with that. So then later, when some code needed that data, it would have to parse it. And that meant everywhere around the code, there was stuff that just read out random bits of tags. And that's 2 problems. One is, it's awfully slow. That whenever you need to render an armor trim, which is at least once every frame, right? You have to parse the tag. And that tag could be large. The other is, if there's like contextual data, like stuff that comes in from the data packs you have loaded or whatnot, that context then needs to be put everywhere in the game where you want to parse that data. Not to mention the fact that if you put something invalid in there, there's nowhere for the game to know that it's invalid until much later. So with components, the data is structured, which means that the thing is parsed when you like create an item, if you will. And so now we're in the situation where we have the context we need to use data pack information, and the performance issues can be solved. Like they aren't solved in all the cases, right? I know that this didn't make performance perfect, but it puts us in a situation where we can make the performance better. How do you set up separate audio tracks? There are a bunch of different ways. There's like Voice Meter, Banana softwares, or whatever. I use software called Virtual Audio Tracks, I think it is. So basically my local setup is...
Yay.
I have my default output that the game outputs into is an audio channel, a virtual audio cable. And all the other like applications are routed to different audio cables, and I have a small like helper app that takes all of those and outputs them into my headphone channel. And then you know, those are not what I'm recording. So actually that's why kind of the music is probably a different volume for you than it is for me. And that's why I kind of go, oh, is the music loud? And it is for me, but it's not for you. How long does it take for you to produce snapshot videos? They all seem so high-end. I probably... it's really hard to tell. I also not wearing the right gear. I would... How much time did we spend on the snapshot videos this week? Because this week was a big one. So I spent a bunch of time setting up bug repos and recording stuff in advance for the stuff that was publicly closed before. And then I actually had like a work thing that I did, and then stayed with the team to discuss some of the component stuff. And so I came home at like 8 something. And then I had to like fix dinner for kiddo. And I think the snapshot video was done at around 2 a.m. That was the main video. Then I actually had the day after off. Did go like swimming and some other stuff, but most of that day was spent making the data pack video. And so that was... God knows how many hours that was. Like I say, I had the day off, but I worked more than a full day on the snapshot video. It took forever, yeah. So it takes a very long time. Like, basically every single snapshot day is me working a full day and then working probably another full day after work with the snapshot videos. And that's why it's so crucial that we try to set up stuff as much as possible in advance, right? To shift as much of that effort as possible to other days. Because that enables getting them out quicker. This is a very annoying place. Okay, we finished this part first, I think. How do you get enough sleep? Sometimes I don't. That's a simple answer. I had far too little sleep this week, mostly because of other factors, but you know, it's not entirely uncommon that I just don't get enough sleep. But I also like I do well on little sleep from a bunch of different things prior in my life. But yeah, you just... And I usually, if I hadn't had Thursday off this week, I probably would not have completed the snapshot video on Wednesday, right? So there's just like, sometimes you just have limits to how much time you put into it. That's also the way. But yeah, the snapshot helper crew helps a lot. Right, I put away all my blocks. Derp. Texture of the body parts could be used on the modified player models as a compromise. So the problem with players is that if you allow like hacks to change player models, then you're in unfair combat in PvP land. And so there's some limitations for that reasons, right? Even if there weren't technical limitations, which there currently is. But yeah, I would be very hesitant with allowing kind of any kind of changes to player models. Gamers don't need sleep. Gamers think they don't need sleep. Not really true though. Was it hard getting work done for Mojang doing COVID restrictions? No. Like, it took us a little bit to sort out. Obviously, like, I don't think the transition was easy for anybody, right? No company had like, oh yeah, let's just work from home and we're fine. Other than companies that already did it, I suppose. But like overall, I would say that we found good ways to work. It took a little bit, but we found, like, obviously, you know, there's a bit of a chaos, like, everywhere in the world that period. But we're still working from home a lot of the time. We have converted to a hybrid model. So yeah, should probably get to some sleep soon. Yeah,
yay.
Makes sense. It'll have been here too. Hey, BMX Gal, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure actually that YouTube sub message does not work. Let's see. But I have no conclusive evidence of that, so who knows? Oops. I'm in my mid-40s. You get less flexible on sleep as you get older. Well, so am I. But yeah, I hear you. It was easier to... Well, I mean, I don't know if you do. I think you might just get more aware of the fact that it affects you. But yeah. Like, you're a teenager, you would think that you would do an all-nighter fine, but you were just as destroyed the next day. You just kind of didn't notice that your own ability was garbage. It's my theory. Elongated head model. I don't know. Like, I would kind of have to look at the specifics of that, but I would say, in general, the player model is a special case that we wouldn't then allow you to change a lot. But not for technical reasons, for actual like gameplay reasons. But it's very theoretical. It's hard to talk about without having like examples of exactly things you want to do. All-nighters still ruin performance the next day, no matter what. Yeah, absolutely. I got done a lot of all-nighters, and you get messed up. It's funny, like, you can feel pretty good. You can feel pretty decent after a while, but if you start measuring stuff... Ooh, we're at the center. If you start measuring like how well you're reacting to stuff or how accurately you can type or like any other such thing, you just notice like, oh no, I'm actually like performing like garbage here. Like, try playing Rocket League on no sleep. It's great. It tells you everything you need to know about how important sleep is.
Yay.
Wily Coyote, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. So what have we seen? We know Twitch subs work. Like, your own sub on Twitch works. New and resubs. We've seen both of those work in the new setup. Bits work with some small issues. Okay. I don't think we've seen gifted or gifted to community. TTS works in both bits and subs and the reward. We know skip song works. Follows work again, which is nice. That's one thing that got fixed by the Switch. Come on, dude. However, YouTube follows subbing does not seem to work. That's too low. You turn around. God dang it. And all of the YouTube membership stuff is unknown. That's also too low. But that is so far away. This is an incredibly hard shot to hit. Ooh, you didn't die from that? Okay. Okay, well that answers that question. What happened there? That was a community gift. Oh my god, that form is completely different from what I thought it would be. Okay, that's good to know. You can... Wait, what is... Okay, yeah, that didn't work at all. Sorry about that. Okay. It did work to the point where it works on my tracker, but it doesn't trigger the on-screen thing. Okay, but now I have this format that should help a lot. I think this might not... Yeah, this might be different from what the thing does when I run the test thing. So that's interesting. Thank you very much for that, though. Thank you, Tired Bunny, for the gift to the community, and congrats to Gillian Sargent. Well, so that's the problem. That happened with a Twitch thing now. I believe gifted targeted will work based on that data, but gift to the community does not. And the YouTube ones are clearly wrong in when you test trigger them in the streamer.bot.
Yay.
Colink Dev, thank you for the follow. And the core, thank you for the follow.
Yay.
YouTube member doesn't seem to work either. Wait. Hold on. What about this? I didn't even see a member. Oh, that is so broken. It's very broken. Okay. There's no hint that there was even a membership. That's weird. Where do I have this thing? Here. Back here. Yeah, okay, so Twitch subs don't work because they're kind of entwined currently with community gifts. Yeah, I don't see any hint of this membership thing. Thank you, Fazu. And thank you, Gastifo, for the gifted sub to Noin Answer. Okay. Yeah, so we can clearly see the new member in YouTube chat. What?
Yay.
Okay, so maybe a streamer bot is just broken when it comes to YouTube. Which that would be pretty awful. Where do I have that thing? YouTube member. Did you become a member by yourself, or did you become a member from somebody else? By myself. Okay. Member. Can I search for this? Okay, that's awful. Yeah, that's actually pretty bad. How do I... Performing YouTube... Oh, this must be a test. But that wasn't... Come on. That wasn't long ago, right? It should be quite low here in the log. I mean, I suppose it should be on your name. Okay, here maybe? That's the TTS channel point. Okay. Channel point. TTS. Yeah, I think it's just not, it's not in here at all.
Yay.
Have I missed something in the setup for YouTube overall? Settings. Oh, auto reset cache for first words. Oh god, that's completely I don't want. Oh. Okay, it's disconnected the bot account, but that shouldn't matter. Connected. Yeah, I might have to dig into this later. Like, this seems to just not work at all. And by that I mean, it doesn't seem like my stuff doesn't work at all. It seems like it doesn't trigger at all in the first place. Wow. Also, I lost my view now on the events there. Where we go? Philiotronius, thank you for the follow, and Miss BM Team, thank you for the follow. And I guess I am going to delete that and delete that and hope that I kind of sort some stuff out. Guess the temptation to write your own streaming software is growing again. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, these are so close. Like, it seems like a reasonable thing. And if any of these were open source, I would be more than down to help fix these problems. But it seems like none of them are. I thought this one was, but it seems like it isn't. So instead, it's like, make another tool that is basically like it. Or, I guess, go report some bugs on their Discord or where they wanted bugs. Should just work. Well, it's fairly complicated setups, you know. But yeah, I would like to kind of write my own software. The problem is, the piece that kind of doesn't work is the central connecting piece of stuff, and then there's tons of work around that in like getting stuff like sorry, I just need to rearrange stuff that's reasonable here. Like connection to YouTube to work and all that API stuff, and that's kind of what's not working in this case, right? And I don't know how many how many streamers are actually testing this particular software with this API. And that's why it would be great if it was actually, you know, open source, that somebody who is actually running this thing on the target platform could fix it. Okay, so this is done. That's done. Up to here. This part is not done. And this is not done. Okay, so I've just filled in... Yeah, we filled in from here. We bridged over there. Okay. So, and to here. And that goes up there. I don't know where's best to go. Probably over there. The more I do here also is still in range of the Froglight farm. So the more I fix here, the better that farm will work. Twitch and YouTube probably love to change their APIs. That wouldn't surprise me. I don't think that's the case for this particular one, though. It just looks like it hasn't implemented it. For most of the cases, the... God dang Enderman. For most of the cases, the software just doesn't, like, it doesn't... If you trigger a test event on a YouTube trigger, it doesn't include... Somebody's moved this block. It doesn't include a username. It's to that level. Like, it's so obviously broken. Like, you cannot test it with an event that doesn't even include who triggered it. One of them crashes the entire software if you trigger a test event. So I'm guessing that they don't test it very often. But yeah, you know, it's a good, well, I actually won't say that. It's a good idea. It's better executed than the last one I did, which is basically the same idea. But and the previous one I think was made in like Game Creator or something. It's like, hey, you're making the thing in obviously the wrong tool for the job, right? This one seems to be made in professional actual, you know, programming environments. It's just better. My God. Could you... You're both holding... Come here. Why are you just standing there? Come here. They're just the worst. If I go out there, he's gonna definitely start. Come here. How about you? Okay, now you came both of you. Cool. Give me back my blocks. Where do you steal them? You still stole them from here. There's still the moss carpus just dropped off there. Twitch, in my opinion, has a great API with lots of docs. In some ways, yeah. But then they lack crucial central functionality from their API, which is like baffling. So I don't know. Like it's lovely, but then there's nowhere to access the go live message. It's like, what? Great API, but then I can't access like a super central piece of information. Like, what? So I don't know. The YouTube API, I haven't worked with that directly, but it seems, well, I have in some cases, but I've used like third-party libraries. And I guess you kind of have to, because it seems like it's an incredibly complex piece of thing that is like woven into Google's general API thing, and it's kind of a mess. But yeah, so the problem with streamer.bot is it's pertaining to be this thing where you can build programs out of like components, but really you run into the limitations of those components almost immediately. Now the good news is they have one component which is run C# code, so that lets you get around everything, right? But the problem is, my experience is you end up running C# code for everything because the other stuff just is not good enough to represent what you need to do in any kind of somewhat complex setup. So that's my problem with streamer.bot. The second problem is run C# code means run this snippet of code, and so you don't get an actual programming setup, a project, which means I can't reuse code properly. So it's like copy-pasted stuff all over the place. So if you're gonna have an environment that kind of requires people to program to make their setup good, then support programming properly. That's my current impression of streamer.bot, right? It's a good software at its core, but it has that like quite central flaw. Third problem is in C#. C# is a decent language. Could have been JavaScript. You know? How do I not have any netherrack after all this digging in the nether? Prefer Rust, go Python. Well, I don't think Rust would make a very good, like, plug-in language. I thought I put one extra. Python, absolutely. At the current place where I'm at, I would probably pick Python for a plug-in language like that. Do you really want to do this? Yep, shoot him! Shoot him! Oh no! You should be more careful about who you pick as your friends, man. Go over here. How about being over here, eh? Change their mind. Lua seems popular. I mean, Lua is a popular kind of embedding language, and that's one thing I maybe I thought about that too, but Python doesn't really Lua doesn't really have much over Python, and Python is so much more popular. And so if I was making that app, I would probably go with embedding Python. Like, it's obvious that the thing is written in C# and therefore they allow you to use C#. But you know, I would probably embed Python regardless. Just because it's a better choice for that, even if it's more work or whatever. C# is Microsoft knockoff of Java. They did a few languages like that during a certain era. Yeah, but it's made by one of the people behind Java, and who kind of got to design, you know, a second round of something he really wanted. Like, C# did a lot of things right that Java does wrong. Still does wrong after many years of additions to the language. And I say that as somebody who works in Java daily. So, like, I'll take the knockoff. You know, take that for what you will. I do work for Microsoft. It's not an opinion that I have because I work for Microsoft, but I do work for Microsoft, so, you know. Java has some critical flaws, I would say. that C# fixed, like at its creation, at its core, and that Java still hasn't managed to fix, and that is quite awful, actually. Okay, we reached this line also, that's cool. That's actually more progress than I thought we would make today. There's a bunch of like missing areas, obviously, but still, this is pretty good. Java generics moment. I mean, data types, please, come on. Project Valhalla, whatever. Like, give me actual data that models data in a way that works on modern computers. Like, Java seems like it's kind of written by somebody who just hates performance. Minecraft C# edition confirmed. What's that in your inventory? What are you? Which one? Bedrock is C++ based. What does the U.S. government have an opinion of that on all things? U.S. government has an opinion of memory safety. This is why they promote Rust. What do you mean by data layout in Java? Value types is what I'm talking about. So in Java, everything is an object. Which means everything exists in its own dynamically allocated little space, so they can be garbage collected, right? If you want performance, you lay out data in memory so that you can access things contiguously. In Java, you have barely any control of that. So it's near impossible to actually use the cache architecture of a modern computer. Can't C++ be memory safe? No. Like, it doesn't mean you automatically make memory errors when you write a C++ application, but the language itself is not memory safe. Yeah. Hey, another here. Very nice. C# has value types. So yes, it has data that gets copied around rather than being its own separately allocated thing, which is basically what you need to be able to construct data that way. So it's not automatically better for performance, but it allows you to write high performance code. You know, like memory performance code, I guess. Cache friendly. Yes, structure value types in C#. 17 moss. We are out again. Alright, I'm gonna place the last in some strategically good location here, I guess, and then we're probably done. Minecraft ASM when? That's probably just gonna be worse. It's not pass by value instead of pass by reference. Well, it is that too, but it's not the core of it. It is how data is allocated. Like a value type is allocated on the stack. Or in line. Real coders use C. C... Hello, Seba. No, we do not want you to step on keyboards right now. Please, friendo. Can you, like, come here instead? Yes. We do not want cat on keyboard in hardcore. Can you not sit down on the keyboard, please? I'm sorry, I'm being a little bit annoying, I know. And so are you. Yeah, I mean, C feels arcane to a lot of programmers. It's so limited, but it has a lot of benefits that people sleep on, and should probably be used for a whole lot more things than it is. I just I kind of wish that there was a C, but that was slightly upgraded, and the newer versions of C are slightly better, but. Real coders use a variety of language. Well, C can be slow to do something with, but also, like, a lot of the reasons why people think that other languages are better are, like, false speed-ups. It's features that lead you to over-design things, and then you're stuck in a hole. And you take longer to do anything later. And the fact that C compiles quickly enough that you can iterate on things, yeah, it's worth a lot more than most people realize. Hello, Daz. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream today. Welcome in. Welcome in, folks. Sadly, we're probably not going to be going too much longer here, but Go is like that in nicer C. I mean, Go is not... Like, Go is different. It doesn't compete on the same level. Like, it's a... If Go was a level that was a systems language, then yes, I would buy that, but it isn't. The reference to speed is development time there. C is harder to structure a big project in, and it's harder to get, like, to make things in it, therefore. Like, it's very primitive in a way that it doesn't make higher level abstraction easy. Do more we go. Might change your mind. It's closer. Well, my impression of it is not in terms of working with it, it's in terms of its runtime, like how it compiles, basically. I might be wrong, but Rust is much more like it in terms of systems level stuff. Sorry. What is a modern computer good at? Like, it's doing calculations very, very fast. What is a modern computer bad at? Fetching stuff from memory when it doesn't know what it is, right? Or where it is. So what is, like, Java and those languages doing? Forcing the computer to fetch stuff at random addresses in memory all over and over and over again. So what is cache-friendly computing? It is put all of the things you need in a big line in memory, and that requires you to have full control over that memory, and it requires you to be able to put stuff right after each other, right? It's possible to do somewhat in Java, but, like, it forces you to basically throw away everything that Java has and use it as C. Hey, Colmord. I do stream. I'm streaming on Twitch all the time now. So we're back on YouTube streaming for the first time in quite a bit. Is this enough to do stuff? I guess it probably is. I am gonna compact these because this is the main thing I want this farm for, is just make a good income of blocks, and it's so fast that it's gonna fill up if I don't, like, continuously compact stuff. That's pretty good though. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I know a bunch of people don't use Twitch, and that's absolutely fine. But that's also why I wanted to get back to multicast streaming. But for a long time, the like partnership terms of and affiliate terms of Twitch didn't allow it. But they changed that recently, so now we're allowed to be back to this. Finally. That's so much bamboo. I should probably just put this in a separate chest, to be honest. There's so much I can't even carry all of it. Put it here.
Yay.
Zig is kind of cool. Do you know why Twitch changed their policy? I don't. I would guess that they were losing streamers to YouTube. But I don't know. Oh boy, this is almost full. Oh boy. I am looking forward to the crafter. Okay, we'll just fill up chests with actual bamboo blocks very quickly here. That's super good. So this is why I wanted this, is to have a wood source that I can use for you know, any kind of situation where I need just planks for stuff. Like I need to make a whole bunch of chests for hoppers or whatnot. That's what this is supposed to be for. Twitch doesn't hoard all the content anymore, huh? In some ways, I guess you could say, yeah. Was it Silent Haltus? Thank you for the follow. Have a good night, Myth. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up pretty soon here too. Why am I missing a shulker for me? Oh no, it's just not in the right place. That's pretty good. Oh boy. So much bamboo. Yeah, it's a pretty good farm. Like, I think I would say it's performing above what I expected. Oh, we can do more just random bamboo spilling out. That's great. That'll be better when I actually have the actual wall in place. Just 2 random ones there? Okay. Did I? Yeah, I picked up a stack of 2 instead of a full stack. Great work. Yeah, let's go sell this. No, the VODs are still going up on that channel. And those are like slightly edited. They cut away the intro and some stuff. So. It will be unlisted on this channel, at least for a bit. 33 levels, eh? More bottles. Okay, it's raining, so all the bees are gonna be inside. Oh boy. Okay, maybe we take the opportunity to check where we're at. Okay. Yeah, we're here. Okay, so we got 4 dispensers to go. We've done almost 5. Okay, so we got a ways to go, but maybe I should take the opportunity to spread out more. More bottles. What's the music in the background? Well, it's what's on the top there. There's a music thing. There's also a exclamation point song if you want the reference. But I'm suspecting that you're wondering because of like, what the heck is it, rather than what is it? Here there is. That was the wrong chat though. It will be on screen, I guess. I made a huge automatic bamboo farm with flying machines on our Bedrock server, but the flying machine kept breaking because getting unloaded. Yep. So this one... Can I show that here? Yeah, I can. Am I wearing wings? Yeah, So this is, well, it's not really a flying machine. It's kind of a tethered setup. So instead of like updating itself, it's only updated by these repeaters on the side, which means it can't break when it unloads. If it unloads, it just like gets the signal when it loads back in and moves back, right? So having VODs on your channel main channel is not as annoying anymore as they get put on a separate tab. Yeah, I noticed that. I might experiment with that. There's no real reason for me to have a separate channel, although like the only annoying thing there's the like the stream archives are actually better on Lime Uncut because they don't have like a bunch of like dark just nothing in the beginning and whatnot. Statement mean that commands are working in the YouTube chat. The commands that are directly connected to my streaming setup are not the MooBot commands. We probably have to move away from MooBot too, because it doesn't seem to work with YouTube at all. Is there a tutorial for this kind of setup for the farm? I don't think so. There's a tutorial for this kind of flying machine. Now I can't remember what, but if you search for tethered flying machine, you can probably find this setup. Can't remember who it was that made it. Should have that somewhere. I guess I could make a tutorial for that farm. It's the same setup I have for the sugarcane farm underneath also. Where are you? Okay, hi. Come here. Cat. Okay. More trade? It just slams the door shut. I just want to trade, dude. Chill. Give me some glass. What's the time here? It's 20 to midnight. So we need to wrap up pretty soon. Well, decent here though. We are here still, I think. I think I said I have 4 left to go. We might be, yeah, I don't know. Just isn't really happy about not being able to leave the house. What do you mean? He's just slamming doors in the face of like visitors. It's obviously just an unsocial. I don't know. Yeah, we just I don't know. Leave. They can. I don't know. Don't ask me why they just want to stay inside all the time. You know. Good night, Lalo. Trying to catch up on some stuff going down at chat. I understand not wanting to leave the house too. Yeah, sure. Yeah, this turned out nicely. I think it's all oxidized now too. So we built it in copper form, and then it's oxidized over time. Looks nicer if there's not a shulker monster here though, but you know. Eventually. We'll get there. Alright, well that's pretty good. That was a good chunk of progress. Actually, what I should do is check the progress on the... see how the Froglight farm is done. while we've been doing all that? Has it been improved? Has it done anything? Has it done half a stack of each type, kinda? And lots of magma cream. It's not bad, and we can take this stuff out, finally.
Yay.
Nice. Avi? Thank you for the follow. Productive Frogos? Yeah. Great. Love the Frogolites. This is absolutely fantastic block. Nice. And I guess I put these in here. Did I? Yeah. I think I have more in like my potion brewing setup. Here. And here. Very nice. Game's louder than you, is it? Not really. There's some noise in the background. I would kind of presume that some people, especially my mods, would let me know. How do you find on this then? Don't think so. Seems good here. Alright. Yeah, they're super pretty and work with so many other blocks. Yeah. Like they both the texture and the coloring kind of means they really, like, if you have all three to pick from, you can really like fit them in many places. Actually, this is a really cool use of them. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's actually frog lights underneath here. And you kind of just get this like slight, like, it's almost like it's lit from underneath, like, I don't know. You almost get like ambient lighting from it. I've just been on mute the entire stream. So, yeah, unmute. Oh, okay, yeah, thanks. Thanks for the stream, everybody. It's been great. I was not expecting it to come out this cool.
Yeah.
But I really love how it did. Hey, Skylar, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good progress. Eventually we'll fill up the dang bee farm with... this is not worth doing. No, we'll leave that. Did I connect these? No, I didn't. Okay. Alright, so a number of known problems, some of which I don't have fixes for, actually, is what we come out of this with. So it seems like Streamer.bot just doesn't work with YouTube, like, at all. I've seen streamers find that they know game sound after 5 hours of streaming. Yeah, and like I've seen, if you go to the like streaming subreddits and let's play subreddits and stuff, you'll find like beginner streamers who have streamed for like 4 hours with no microphone. If you don't have an audience, people who come in will just go like, okay, what's this, and then leave. Especially if you don't have face cam on, because there's no indication that you should be hearing something, right? And so people will just like sit there and stream for 4 hours and then realize, and like, oops, it was Borcon. I have no idea what you're talking about, but you've probably, like, there's many of them. It's happened many times. So it's like, yeah, it's a pretty common thing to happen for beginner streamers, and it's like, it's hard. You're starting out with a completely new set of like tools and like lots of different things to know about, and especially like I have this BR back screen, right, which I've totally not used at all today. Which, oops. Good night, Ralph. Oh, he's the one who made the tethered flying machine. Nice. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know he updated it. He updated it for some reasons that I didn't need. So, like, I'm going on this version. It's the more reasonable one to use for me. Frost reminder. Well, thank you. But yeah, it's a lot of new tech, and if you have no audience, you're sitting there streaming for 0 viewers. How do you know, right? Pause for about a week. Well, I hope I don't need to pause for about a week this time. I hope I don't need to spend all of Thursday making snapshot videos this time. I hope I can actually, you know, get snapshot videos done in like 1 day and only spend 1 full day on that. That would be great. That's a good enough setup. I mean, maybe I should make a tutorial on this setup. Well, for hardcore, sure, for hardcore. I don't know yet about streams. I don't know if I'm gonna do all streams multicast or if I'm gonna do only the hardcore ones multicast. We'll see. Maybe it depends a little bit on how, if I can actually, you know, fix the problems. Second PC, laptop, tablet, or phone, and open the stream with an earbud in. Yeah, but you need to realize all these things, right? And there's a bunch of things. Like I have 4 different virtual audio cables going into my OBS setup with effects on them and stuff. If one of those is wrong, how do I know? It sounds different in my headphones than on stream, and it's events that only happen sometimes. Like you become an expert on these things over time, but it's like you can't blame people for not knowing at start, and it's a super complex setup. Viewership seems pretty good in YouTube. It's decent. Like less than Twitch for sure, but decent. I guess about half of Twitch, which is still not insignificant. Like when I did that like poll thing in my... What the heck happened there? Okay. When I did a poll thing in my channel update, the kind of answers I got were somewhere between yes, I'd love to see streams on YouTube, and kind of some type of content would be nice. Like I would love to see hardcore, but maybe I don't care so much about the like bingo and stuff. So, you know. Bedtime kitty. Yeah, YouTube chat has been pretty active. I think a lot of it has maybe been like people coming in and going like, oh yeah, I didn't know you stream. Which is also fine. Did we get something? We did. Also, that, and put this away, and I have 25 rabbit hides and 30 raw chicken, all of which have come from cat gifts. I think a precondition is that I managed to actually get streaming software that hooks up to YouTube properly. I really hope that doesn't mean I have to switch out Streamer.bot, because I've spent a lot of time the last few weeks like actually writing all my stream setup for that. But yeah, I'd like to, like, ideally I guess we just move over to streaming on YouTube every time. And like it fits really well, especially if I manage to get back into producing videos that are survival content. Then it fits really well because you're in the same world or on the same SMP and whatnot, you know. And yeah, Twitch has not done great by my channel lately, so you know, I don't hate the idea of moving more over to YouTube. Let's see. I wish Twitch was better at recommendations also, because I'm getting awful ones. Twitch has been going downhill the last couple of years globally, in my opinion. Yeah, I can see why people think that. Like it's been very focused on its top level streamers, right? So people in kind of my size have just not been great. Hasn't been a great experience for us. Where are we going today? We're gonna do a raid on Twitch and not on YouTube because, yeah, YouTube. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, I agree. Like, API-wise, chat-wise, a lot of those features work a lot better on Twitch. The YouTube chat isn't great. That's part actually working well. That integration is working well, but sadly it's the only integration that's working well.
Yay.
Yeah, I don't recognize barely anybody. Why are people not streaming when I want to send them folks? Cross-platform raid when? I mean, that YouTube can. That's not the window you're supposed to put that into, Lime. Hi 77 and bye 77. Yeah, I mean, YouTube has some kind of raid thing. It's not called raids, of course. But it is there, but then you have to find somebody who's streaming right then, and that discoverability is not great. It's nice that you can raid into a premiere, though. That's pretty cool. Some of us less than 10 viewers stay. Yeah, I mean, we could. It's just, you gotta find somebody who looks decent. There's just a lot of questionable stuff down there in that pile. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. We're gonna head on over to Bruno. Who's on? I think he's SMP server today. Thank you so much for today. We'll see where this goes, but this has been a pretty successful first stab. Stuff's broken, but stuff isn't terribly broken. So, better than it could have been. Thank you everybody for all the support. Really appreciate that. If you haven't like subbed on YouTube, followed on Twitch, joined the Discord, done all the things, do all the things. And I'll see you later. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, or morning, or night, or evening, or whatever it is in your time zone. Bye-bye.